I just rolled over my toe. That f***ing hurt. But we move on from that because toes get damaged in the world of arts and crafts. Here in this studio, anything can happen. And you know what's happening today? I'm drawing this. I'm pointing to myself. I'm finally doing my very first self-portrait for a video. I've like doodled some here and there, but nothing, I guess, is concrete. I have a photo that I picked that I took when I decided that I was gonna do the self-portrait this year. And I was like, I definitely want to do it, like for sure early this year. So I took a pic then, just so I was like, boom, I'll always have one no matter how sporadic I randomly decide to do it. Unfortunately, looking back on the pictures, I think I cut my hair like later that day, and I also just like feel like I look a little bit funny, but hey, that happens. Also, I have a nice camera so you can see what I'm doing on my tablet. It's just good. I also might move it. I just don't know what to do with it. You know, I felt like it'd be weird to have it as like my webcam, because my webcam is not constantly there. You guys are gonna see me drawing more. I like mess it up a little bit, and then I did it on purpose, and then I couldn't stop. That was scary. I thought I was gonna get lost in that. But what I was saying, you know, so we can see what I'm drawing. So worth it. Look how good those rings look. Also painted my nails in a dumb way, but hey, some of them look cool. Anyways, we're drawing myself today. Now you might be wondering, who is yourself? Me. You're looking at me, you son of a bitch. And I also have a picture, such as I said. So we're gonna put that picture. I do want to try to time myself, and I also want to give you guys a challenge. If this video can get, I don't know how many likes, I'll put it on the screen there in editing. Then I'll decide, no, then I'll do, that's the one. I'll do a self-portrait painting, which will be interesting because I don't think I've ever painted an actual not that I can see. I've never painted like an actual person. Yeah, no, nothing back there resembling a face in any way. Well, resembling a human face. Well, resembling human skin. Well, there's like one, but none of them are like all of them together. Let's get to the fucking point, huh? Well, we already know the point, but let's get to doing it. Okay, so here we are. We have my square canvas. This is actually a 24 by 24 inch canvas, which is crazy because I just got some new 24 by 24 inch canvases in real life. So that's neato, you know. So where's my picture that I'm gonna be using? It's right here. This is me. I'm drooling because I'm a little bit dumb. Ta-da! Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys, let's transform myself. God, it's so weird looking at a picture of myself, even though I'm literally in the video. It just feels so cringe, dude. Everything feels so cringe. I think that's why I put this off for so long, is because it feels so, I don't know. I don't want to say uncomfortable, but it feels a bit weird. Why can't I delete that? Is this a smart layer? I forgot Kryoz a bit weird with some of these things. To note, I am using Kryoz. Shit. So just, I guess if you're curious, keep that in mind. And if you forget, then that's your own dumb fault. Don't go asking. All right, you prick. I think this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I should match the size of the picture that I'm gonna use on my actual, or I could not. If this was to be a full size, how big would you be? I mean, I could just have my face filled up and continue the background somehow else. Can't I make this can't I have this as a reference? I haven't used Kryoz in a bit, so I really have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, from what I'm looking at, fuck if I know. I feel like I'm looking at a Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish too well, just in case anyone was curious. Like I don't really understand Spanish, which is why it was so difficult for me, and I didn't really understand anything I was looking at. I just wanted to clear that up because maybe somebody thought I spoke Spanish for some reason. Let's go. All right, now we can get rid of this other one because it's arguably pointless. You guys can't, what do you get? Okay, I was like questioning if this tablet view is gonna be worth it. Man, you guys can't even see the reference though. That does make me question reality. Not everything is gonna be perfect the whole time, but you guys see the picture. It doesn't matter. If I learn anything from Bob Ross, it's better that you guys don't see it the whole time. Is it wrong if I steal colors from it? I feel like that's cheating. Is it cheating? I don't know. It's been so long since I've drawn, painted, done anything digitally. So I guess I'm gonna try this in like somewhat how I look. I'm not gonna necessarily go for like a certain style. Like I'm not gonna put my own stylistic characteristics on it, trying to make like a, you know, I want to see what it actually looks like if I attempt to draw myself. I don't know how it's gonna go. I really don't. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna go too well. Like I said, I'm really just not good at, even I don't even think I'm good at like taking references for some reason, because even right now I'm like nervous. I gotta move this reference. The most unfortunate part is one, it won't fucking move. How do I move it? Get rid of my brush tool. Is there not a V tool? What the hell is this? This tool only works on vector layers. You probably want the move tool. Then give me the move tool, you dumb whore. I should have just done this on paint. I'm not talking about like paint. I just mean MS Paint. And you know, we come across here, the front of the windowsill. This was actually taken in my bathroom. I also just got to get used to these keybinds because I haven't used not only just digital in a bit, but also just Krita. And it has way different keybinds than other drawing programs that I am used to. Mostly I've been drawing on my iPad, so there hasn't really been, like, I guess, a whole bunch of drawing on this thing, because drawing digitally does sort of get like annoying, especially after I started painting more. Like, I realized while like drawing digital is fun and all, it also kind of sucks because you have to deal with digital problems. Painting, you don't get bugs. You don't get something glitching out. You know, everything is like working as it's intended to, maybe not how you want it to, but it's working how it's supposed to in that moment. And you know, I feel like that's a bit more just fluid to work with, I guess. It's also literally a fluid, so I guess that could help. So this is the part I think I'm gonna suck at. The part I don't do. I also picked this picture because it had like pretty good contrast. I felt like it'd be interesting. Right, I still don't remember how to move this goddamn reference layer, which I would love to do right now. So how do I actually move my fucking reference layer? Waiting for image operation. What the fuck did I do? I hit smart patch on a locked layer. If this crashes, I'm just gonna work on Photoshop and say fuck. Oh, hey, it's back. Cool. I have to use a whole entire tool to just move something. They give me 2 move tools, but neither one of those move tools move. Now let's get this show on the road. Now that I spent only a few seconds moving that. I feel like I should add in this chimney. Feels a bit big. It's also sort of about to look like a penis. Well, shit. We're about head level with the chimney. We come about right here. We go about this far. I am not centered. This chimney's off, actually. I'm not gonna do that chimney. How do I start a portrait? Probably the nose. The nose feels like it'd be the most fitting. And if we're looking at this, our nose. Okay, I also think this needs to be expanded and stretched more, so I should say. Like, the scale of all this is very off. You know what? Let's just get rid of the background layer. Let's just start drawing my face. So we got. Can I zoom in on my? I don't even know what this goddamn. This is the cut of our nose. It's actually not. Right here is, which would then make our eye. This is hard. Nostril. Nosy nose comes up around here. It'll sort of fade out. Got a little shine going there. Okay, this nose is looking pretty wonk. Okay. Please don't make fun of me. Don't bully my self-portrait me because it'll hurt the real me. You know what? Let's just keep going. I felt like this area was working. Oh, this is looking off. I can already tell. You know, it'll be stylized a little bit, obviously. You know, I can't avoid it completely. Man, it feels, I don't want to say uncomfortable because it's not uncomfortable, but it does feel odd. Like just staring at myself, looking at myself, but it's sort of nice because it's not necessarily in like a critical way. Hey guys, it's critical. But it's not like in a bad way that I'm necessarily like staring at myself and like critiquing. But it's more so just like how I look as far as like literal form instead of you know what I mean? I mean, whenever I finish this portrait on the other side, I'm gonna be like, what the hell happened? But you know, that's a different story. Yeah, right below that eye, pretty much, I would say. I would say, like, I feel like I've mentioned struggling with contrast before, so it does feel weird that I would actually pick such a high contrasted photo, but hey, sometimes it has to happen. I still kind of want to try to challenge myself and do this in a reasonable time, just because I think pressure makes diamonds, baby. Need some more shading up in here. Darken this up just a tad. Obviously, it shouldn't be darker than my actual nose hole. That's probably going to be one of the darkest spots in this. Besides my butthole, but that's a different picture. You guys don't get to see that one here. The side of my lip looks a bit funny in the drawing. I don't know. It's like, it looks super curvy in the photo. Like, it almost looks like how I draw lips. I don't know if it's accurate. I guess if that's what I'm seeing, then who's to say? And up a little bit there. What are we doing here? All right, I think we should do this little area. Should be essentially, I would imagine, just going right below. I do feel like I'm running out of space on this slowly, though. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys more. Might change the reference up a little bit, at least in size, and bring it over a tad bit. I'm gonna shrink this down a tad, just so I have some more room to work with. Let's see. I don't know if we should worry about the other eye yet. Probably here soon, but maybe not quite yet. Might be more like that. Ooh, this eye is not... My eye doesn't go like that. My eye goes down. And it comes up. Ta-da. And I still have the option to go back and mess with areas of this, warp it around, I think if I need to, I would say. So if it might look a little bit weird in certain stages, it's not too late. Maybe I'll have this be like a 2-part thing randomly. A part of me sketching this and doing this part, and then another part of me actually drawing it. This other side I think we should hop into. These eyes are fairly even. I do have one droopier eye, but doesn't mean uneven. There's definitely, I think, more of a gap. I feel like we got all this here. Maybe my eye starts there. That still feels a bit close. We have a forehead mark on this eyebrow, which, like, if we follow it down, that's sort of the start. Well, that's like top eyelid. And that's sort of where we want it. Okay. I think we got to get something else in here because it's looking a bit off. I mean, we don't have eyebrows. There we go. Give the eye a little depth. Looks like our pupil might be cut off on this side. I do have a wonky eye. I think it's because I got hit in the head just too many times when growing up. I'll be honest, this is looking kind of decent. Way better than I was expecting it to so far. Trying to avoid making the shadows look like mustache, but honestly, the darker shadows there might be caused by mustache anyway, so frick it. Let's lean into it or something. Bring this around, just showing the curve of the eye a bit more. Okay. Not looking too shabby. This graphite tool I'm using is pretty neat. See, this is the part that I was sort of worried about, just because I'm like, I don't really have any hard like relations to anything anymore. Like I don't have boop right here except eyebrows, but the eyebrows like blend into the hair. Like on this, the eyebrows will blend into the hair, so they sort of get lost. And then it's just like it's a whole sort of blob of shape. Trying to find like the border to this. So that part I'm a bit nervous about, but we'll see. Also, I think this nose is a bit off. I think that's thrown me off a tad just now, to be fair, because I just saw it, but it is a bit off. It's still a little bit off, but that's better. Okay, so I feel like we have to make a leap of faith and attempt to draw the side of her head. That looks like the old me. I think I just need to shade it in more because it just looks a bit weird, I guess. Just being so not shaded in. Okay, let's drop the flow down a bit just so it's not so dark. I'm trying to like seek out a path I can follow. Going somewhere, catch it somewhere else, be like, ah. So like I know these lips, they sort of almost meet the bottom of my ears. I also think I might have to shrink this down once again. I hope me shrinking it down isn't going to lead to some weird effects, but if it does, hey, screw it. Some Picasso shit we're on. Okay, so we got this here. My eyebrow starts, goes straight. God, I hate eyebrows. We'll just draw. That makes it look almost even worse. I think we go... The more shading I do, the more unsure I am of how good it looks. Okay, now we're speaking a language. Okay, please undo. Oh no. Okay, we're back. Hold on. I think I gotta erase this. I don't know if I want to do these eyebrows yet, because I think it's throwing me off just a tad. I think sort of the shadows. I think me doing shading, but not knowing slash ready to commit to just like throwing this whole half darker, I think is maybe slowing me down a little bit. Okay, that actually did seem to sort of help. Something is up with this nose eye area into the mouth. Not too sure what it is. Probably because maybe my camera was like lower than me. Let's see if we can do some more of this. I think we go right about here and then cut in. Get the eraser out. Go through. I think I need to go just a little bit like right there. Actually, yeah, that looks better. Cut down. Go across. Okay, I'm gonna stop that line because I like it almost. This thing is looking very interesting. I might not actually do any color to this. I might only try to stick to just drawing this as like a self-portrait and like truly drawing it, I guess. I mean, I guess this isn't truly drawing. I am digital, but it's still drawing technically. Bro, I'm making myself look like handsome Squidward. I don't know what it is, but I'm looking. I need to do even less flow. Apparently 8%. I guess flow is, I'm thinking opacity, but flow is just how much you drop at once. Might have to change my size again. I also think my chin's a bit too big. Here, hold on. I realize the issue is because my chin, I'm the crimson fucking chin right now. That I just noticed that my chin is half my face. I think I'm gonna have to take a short, small, little intermission on this just to step back a bit. Better than I was expecting. I think it's definitely just turning out differently than I expected. I think some of it looks really good. Like I think my eye that's in the shadow, like so my who cares at the time, that actually would have been the elixir. One of the eye that's in the shadow, I think it looks pretty good. You know, I think it looks I think it looks better further away. But I think if I can shift this chin a bit smaller. I know I just said I was going to walk away, but hold on. How would I want to do that? I guess I would actually want to do... Oh, fuck. I put so much of that shading on the background. Let's try this. Something like that, maybe. Honestly, though, it's shrunken down a bit. I think it looks better. I'll have to fill in some of the shading. I'm going to go back to it. Yeah, that's definitely better. And like I said, I'm going to take a quick break, but I think this is coming along kind of nicely so far. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just going to take a small break as I normally do whenever I sort of start getting to like a point of a little bit of, it's not really, and we're back at it. I wanted to mostly stop so I could go find something that I was curious about. And it was like the very first self-portrait I ever did. And this one I did while like more so looking in the mirror. So I didn't have a side-by-side reference to go with necessarily. And I used to think it was better, and maybe it was better before I colored some of it in. And I still think it's like kind of cool, but you can definitely see the difference in like the thing I'm doing right now. And then this one, like there's definitely a difference. But yeah, I think they're both interesting. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to color my digital one, at least not yet. You know, maybe next video, maybe we can do a part 2 of this one. Granted, there's probably going to be like multiple of these because I would like to do multiple self-portraits throughout the year. I think that'd be sort of interesting. Probably not super frequently. It really depends, I think, on how much art gets integrated more onto this channel. I would like to bring more of it, obviously, which is why I've already been bringing it more. I did the Bob Ross, but the motherfucker copyrighted me, so I'm going to challenge him next. I'm going to beat you in your own game, Bob. And I don't know if I'm going to try to like worry too much about the background. Where we're at right now, it took me about 40 minutes. So if I were to stick to like doing this in an hour, which is also pretty impressive, I think. Like, I don't know, looking at it side by side, do they look alike? No. But do they look similar? Yes. Can I tell that I was, at the very end, we'll see the real test, right? So, but for now, let's go ahead and start drawing some more. I might actually put on music for this part, so there might not be as much talking. I don't know how I'm going to pace this video because I blabbered a lot during the first 40 minutes. As I went on more, I liked it less and less. I don't know. I think it's still there. I think the contrast is a bit wonky, wavy dog shit on it. So I don't know how I could fix. Maybe if I go back over it with like a light white, I could lighten some areas up. But I don't know if it's like lightening them up that I need. I don't know. Overall, I'm so torn if I want to like actually be done on it or not. I really like some parts. Other parts make me question if I ever drawn in my life. Like, I'm very torn, as you can tell. That sound you heard was me ripping. It feels almost there. Oops. You know what? I'm crying. I have tears, and it says sad. I think it's this I don't like. This area up here. I don't know if that helped. I mean, I tried adding in some hair, but I'm really nervous to add in hair. I feel like I'll ruin it. Maybe it's because I don't have an ear back here. If we add in just that little ear drip. Oh, wait. I need to get rid of that tear. This is floofing out, right? And then this comes and floofs out a little bit. Then we have small ear exiting. So I'll be honest, I feel like my angle that I'm drawing it from looks good. I see how it looks in the thumbnail, and it doesn't look good. Ooh, we can always go in and try to add some like light colored charcoal highlights. I feel like those always are supposed to help lighten up this nose a bit, maybe. Maybe lighten up right there, and then like underneath a bit, and then over here, and then, maybe the eye itself. Every single time I want to call it, I'm just like, no, I can't yet. Maybe I think this one is the eye itself is throwing me off. Like, I don't know. I have more detail in the eye that you can't see. So maybe I should just say screw worrying about actual details and just go for what looks better. Every single time I want to be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I see something else. It's just like, well, maybe after that. I'm just going to remove this eye completely for now. Our pupil's like, right. That looks better. That is a bit better placement. Before it was like very wonky positioned. I'm at my time limit at this point. I think I'm gonna call it. This is where I'm at. This eye on the right side, on the actual right side you're seeing, looks so big, but I don't know. Maybe this is showing. I sort of like it, but it depends on where I'm looking at it from. Like, is it just like, I don't know. I think if I look at it quick enough, it looks decent. I don't know. I do plan on coloring it eventually, maybe, if this gets enough likes. Like I said, it's tough to say if it looks like the reference or not, but what I do know is that it does look like I did it, right? I think it turned out pretty well. It definitely turned out better than I was expecting, but it also turned out not going to the stage I thought I was expecting. I spent less time on this video, but I think this is like a better way to do it. It doesn't give me too much time to go back in and when coloring to reshape it and redo it all better. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the drawing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys liked the drawing is what I was meant to say. And if you do, then be sure to like the video too. If you're good at like doing portrait drawings or have done multiple, or obviously if you just want to critique it and have something of note to say that you might have picked up when watching someone else, feel free to let me know. If you tell me to do that thing on the face, don't bother. Don't feel like doing it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. If you guys have any other suggestions on what to draw, who to draw, what challenges to do, let me know. Peace.
Do me, school manager's feet. I'm the big boss, baby, on the block, so you better know it's my street. You can take the back seat, good when I'm